welcome to the Patches In podcast. My name is Dom and I'm here with Hugh.
Hi everyone.
And I'm here with Hamish.
Hi everyone.
So, it's been an eventful couple of weeks there. Hugh, how you doing?
I edited and released the podcast on time.
You did? And what happened?
It's for some reason there was an echo.
For some reason there was an echo.
No one believes that we have the same voice.
No.
Did you just listen to it?
I got about halfway through it and it was
it
unbearable.
annoying?
It was quite annoying. I mean, usually I just love the sound of my own voice, but then when I was hearing myself twice, I'm like, oh, is this what it's like? Fuck.
Do you know the weird thing about doing that was it would come in and out randomly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was software or that mixer I've got or something.
I think it was your mixer because
Trying to figure it out.
I think it was your mixer because when I was watching back some of the Twitch stuff that you've done, you just came out with my left speaker and that was it, and I was like, oh, this is strange. But and I didn't put two and two together until we were feeding back. I was like, maybe there is something to do with
It's
it.
probably a software or a switch or something.
Or something
I've
like
just figured it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Hamish, what about yourself? We're all good?
What about me, mate?
Not just even all good.
You good?
I'm a bit unwell, but you know.
It's a wee bit strange to see you wearing like an Attack on Titan t-shirt though. I'm a very...
It's this thing called anime, Dom, right? Yeah.
Attack on Titan t-shirt, show me. What the?
We've got this like years ago.
What the fuck?
Alright, I'll tell you what Attack on Titan is, right?
On you go.
Damn it, you called my boy.
just as soon as I seen it, I was like, is that a fucking...
It's like a loot crate one, but I actually quite like the look of it, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll wear that shit.
It is a quite cool looking one.
Yeah.
So, I'll start off quick. Oh, Hugh's getting the...
I don't care what you're wearing.
Too fast, too strong, too pretty, mate.
Yeah, he was, but what about you?
No, I am as well.
You are fast though.
I am fast and strong and
Fast
pretty.
to go down when you get beaten.
God damn it.
No, we're not creating this.
It doesn't like the way this podcast is started. Especially because it's the best number on a podcast, You know what number it is for this episode?
It's 69.
It's 69
Nice.
this week. Nice. So I'll start off with what I've been up to in the last couple of weeks. Just been playing a lot more Halo Infinite. Just really enjoyed that. Played a couple of games just on my tablet with the Crossplay, not Crossplay, cloud gaming.
Xcloud.
Yeah, so we talked about this probably, the top is like a year and a half ago now, where we were both experimenting with it. You were playing it in the house with your fibre optic broadband. I was like, I'll just try it out in Wi-Fi in other places. I think I'd mentioned it was Devil May Cry 5 I was playing, and it was just everyone was jumping about, and I was like, this is not working. If it gets more updates, it'll probably start working. I can sit and play Halo Infinite in my work office and have no latency issues, no problem.
That's amazing, especially a competitive multiplayer game like that.
Yeah. It's wild. Like, they'll have some sort of jarring parts where, like, when you move in the frame, like, it comes down like an old CRT where it's like, ooh, the line comes down. But that's been few and far between. I've had like no big issues with it. But I've been playing like a bunch of other games there. Streets of Rage went back onto that because that's on crossplay, but it's also got the touch feature. So if you don't have a controller, they've actually updated some games where you can use... So I was using the tablet and the touch mode, and I was like, oh, this actually feels pretty good.
That would actually be a good game to play, touch, because it's very simple. Left, right, up, down.
It's like an arcade joystick thing, right? Yeah.
So yeah, like there's so many good things about that. Like you'll have the ample time to just drop and play. So I was like, okay, we were talking about San Andreas last week. I was like, I wonder what it's like if we just jump between that. So I played like a couple of missions in work. It's still buggy as fuck. I actually took a video or I think a screenshot today. So see the mission where you're picking up the weapons from the army.
Oh, mate, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That one was doing my head in.
Yeah. So, like, right away, I parked the car just right outside the house, walked in, activated the mission, came out. The truck and the car had just started jumping towards each other. The wheels were underneath the road, and the lamppost fell over, and I went, oh, this is fine. This is fine. And then it just started jolting back and forth, and then just exploded. And it said, mission failed, you've blown up the band. And it was like, continue. So I was like, alright, probably it'll just be like, okay, we'll take away the car, continue. Nope. Right back to the same bit, and I was like, oh my god, this would be game breaking if
so it was actually stuck there, right?
Yeah, well, so I had to like exit out to exit back into it.
Though.
So I had to park my car that I brought up to like the other side, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it shows like the waterfalls with this, and it's crazy that it's still in a game like this where they've just basically put it to AI machines, it feels like, and yeah.
How bad is the fog going?
So, yeah, it's taken away, like, again, a lot of people have been talking about so much on Vice City rather than San Andreas. With, like, Vice City, they didn't understand, like, the palette. So when you are playing Vice City, it's like neon, pink, purple, bright lights and stuff. But when you go there now with the Definitive Edition, it's just bare bones. It's just like the sun's there, and it's taken away the feel of the 70s and the 70s. And it's like, it's supposed to be this, you know, it's, you know, you've muted the colours, you've tried to make it realistic without, you know, understanding what the style, what they were trying to accomplish at the time with the GTA games.
When I think of Vice City, that's the first thing I think of, like the flamingo shirt and all the pink, and all the neon lights.
You think of like San Andreas, you think of like it being like LA, smog everywhere, like dirty looking, brown, but it's got the colours of all the gangs that are going through, the drug cartels, you know.
I've noticed like there's not, like, it might just be nostalgia goggles on me, but like I used to think there was more like artistic distinction between places in San Andreas, and now it just kind of looks bare.
I think it's also see, because of Grand Theft Auto 5, where you can go back to like Baller Street and you've seen what it's like there, you've kind of still got that fresh in your mind as well, which doesn't really help because San Andreas is part of GTA 5, isn't it? I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't go to the same places, and
I think that's
it's Los Santos, so it's called.
But no, you're true. It just doesn't feel the same. But I also found out. Remember, we were talking about like the gym stuff.
Yeah.
Who's gym?
So the reason why the gym minigame is changed is because this is a port of a port.
It is a port of the mobile version.
Yeah, it's a port of the mobile version. So that's why this is having all these issues with it. People have went and data mined it and checked and went, okay, this is the reason why, because it's shite. It's
half the work they did. They've already remastered it to a certain extent.
I could just click a few more buttons. So like to rework a PlayStation 2 game, you would need to know, like, again, it's the same thing that happened with Silent Hill. But someone lost the mastering of it.
All these old companies never used to keep the masters. That's why Final Fantasy VIII took so long to come out, because they lost the original code for it. So they were like, "Oh, we've got to rebuild this."
Yeah, we've got to remaster the master, and then have from that master remaster that, and you're like, "Fuck it!" And it's like so many hours and months or what?
These things always come out these days. Like, how did they think they were going to fool with that? Like remastering a fucking mobile game? Like,
I think they just looked at the cash, mate.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Take Two, like, it's coming up for Christmas, they needed a Christmas game out.
Yeah.
San Andreas, those fucking early 30-year-old cunts, us, they'll buy it.
But yeah, it's, again, having that xCloud experience, having the, you know, playing it on the tablet and having that no latency problem, and it's just going to get better and better, which is good.
That's pretty cool.
And continue your progress where I came back up to the house, put on San Andreas again, and it was back where I was left off. It was so quick with the sync data.
Xbox is so much better at that, because I've lost my Horizon Zero Dawn file, my Final Fantasy VII remake file, my God of War, like, see all my PS, like, I just may as well say it, all my PS4 save files. I stupidly didn't upload them to the cloud, and then thought everything's like the Xbox, where it gets automatically backed up to
it
the
fucking
cloud.
should be these days. To be
I'm the same boat, man, because I did that with Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I think I uploaded it before Kev took his PlayStation away. Right. So I was very lucky I did that with that game, but see everything else that I had, SpiderMan, Persona, like all the other games that I'd been, I've got 100 hours into this, gone. Absolutely gone, because I can't back them up now.
Heartbreaking, man.
It's so annoying as well, because like, I know not everyone cares about this, but it starts on a new trophy list. So like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where I've got 60% of the trophies, and I'm like, oh cool, I'll just continue.
Yeah.
No. Start again. You start with a PS5 one, and I'm like, so if I was to go, I want to get the platinum on that, or whatever, I need to either start again or load up the PS4 version of the game, the unupdated, and I'm like, how can you not figure this out? Xbox have done it perfectly, where I can
seamless.
I can put a 360 game in my 360, earn a few trophies, put it in the Xbox One, earn a few trophies, then put it in the Xbox Series X.
Seamless.
And like,
you could go into your PC and do the exact same switch to that. Look at it.
Nothing would nothing would change for that game. It would just go.
It's an account based thing rather than like a local thing.
Yeah,
it's wild.
So frustrating.
But
Sony, goddammit.
So I went from I was like, I wanted to watch a few things. Finished all of What We Do in the Shadows with Angie. Season 3 was very, very odd, but, you know, it picked up near the end of it.
Odd show.
The ending's kind of weird though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
so I don't
what
know.
direction they're going to go in.
Please
With
don't
that.
Yeah.
spoil it. I've
Well,
just
we won't
started
spoil it.
season 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. But how you find
I
it?
saw Hamish's face though. He went, I could spoil it.
Again, I don't know what it was with like the writing. It just felt very in this season 3. It felt very weird for the first half. Like all the rules that they kind of set through the movie in the first 2 seasons kind of went away with one character especially.
All right.
Which was bizarre, but I've been going, maybe they just don't know what they're doing, or it's just like it was during COVID and stuff, maybe they had a lot of restrictions, so I was like, okay, but we'll see what it was, there was a good couple of episodes in there, but there was a few that you're just like, why the fuck did they do that? That felt very, Matt Berry didn't feel like he was in it as much as well, and I was like, he's like my favourite.
I don't know if you had other commitments.
But Andrew was
I've only seen the first episode of season 1, right? And see every time he says bat, I just have to laugh. He's like, bat?
he's fucking...
He's just getting the greatest voice I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I kind of went on a nostalgia binge as well. So one of the boys in work was talking about rewatching all the SpiderMan movies before the new one comes out.
Nice.
So he was talking about the Andrew Garfield ones, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the old Tobey Maguire ones. And yeah, still hooked up. And it's nice to go back to something, or if something's got a different view on it. It's like, it just feels like it's, I think one of the boys in work actually listed it as like, it's not a superhero movie. It's basically a love romance movie with superheroes in them because it's cheesy acting and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. But Sam Raimi has always been like that as a director. It's always quite corny lines cheesy, and stuff. So, but then, you know, Andrew Garfield's one's a bit more, you know, try to be a bit more realistic, a bit more
too much
present.
stuff in it. They always do with Spider-Man. They always try and like
so busy.
Put weird stuff in it. Like, we don't need to know Peter Parker's parents. Like,
yeah.
That was so many P's.
Peter Parker's parents perished.
Like, yeah, it's kind of like we already know. It's the same with like Batman now. Like you can get away without explaining that. Everybody knows.
They've seen the perils. They've seen the
my god!
Yeah. I wish they'd fucking just kill me already after seeing that so many times.
Every film that has these parents now, I'm like, these must have been the most killed people in history, like in fiction history.
Yeah.
Everyone just can't wait to kill Bruce Wayne's parents. Like, fucking. Go on.
But yeah, so it was nice to sort of see something, you know, and it's been remastered, reimagined, you know, changed through the years, and you're like, it's, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it can be better, sometimes it can be worse. Garfield, I'm still on that sort of boat with it. He looks a lot better, he's a better Spider-Man. We've had these discussions before as well. But I decided...
That's bored me, he looked older than he should have.
But I decided to do something that was, you know, I was not too sure of when I seen the trailers. And it was something that I really, really admire, and I always tell people if they get a chance to watch it. And it was to watch Cowboy Bebop on Netflix, the live action.
How is it?
I watched one episode and was like, no. I'm not the type of person that gives up on things easily, but no. And after that, I seen what was coming out and what they're teasing to and what they've alluded to. And I'm like, nah.
I've heard that like all of the like subtle themes that are in the anime are now just like, hey guys, blah 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 blah, and you're like,
you're blatant over the top.
The best parts of like
that's the only thing that's good. The anime's still there.
But if the thing is the amount of effort they put into it, you'd think they would actually understand why the anime was important and why people liked it. Because like, see when it's like Spike and Jet are talking to each other. Like, when they've just got their wee moments, it's awesome because the banter's good, because that's what you're expecting from these bounty hunters, but... Faye. Like, they got her wrong. Faye Valentine.
She is annoying, though.
But I don't even get into it because, like, they basically, all the mystery around Spike, they're just they basically just ruin it right away. These episodes, like, because, like, when I found out there were only 10 episodes... I was like, they're going to do it maybe season by season. Hour each. So each episode in the anime is half an hour. So I was like, are they just going to condense them all? No. It turns out they're just...
Is that a beat for beat?
No.
No?
They are... So they're extending episodes. They're stretching them out. and they're adding filler where they didn't. Yeah, so it's like extra minutes and stuff. Oh, it's like.
I don't know whether I'll watch it or not. I fucking love Cowboy Bebop the anime. It was so like comfortable, relaxing to watch, and like it was just
the music's great.
The music was great. Spike's story was good.
John Cho is like, I think he's really good as Spike. I mean, people were saying Keanu Reeves for years. It should have been him, and I was like, oh, he's way too old now to be like Spike. And Mufasa, I can't remember his
Mustafa
surname.
Shakir. Mustafa Shakir.
Yes.
It looks like what I thought Jet in real life would look like.
But some of the lines, I don't know if did I put that up on our page?
The bidet bit was I've seen that clip where they start talking about bidets, and I'm like, that's funny.
There was the line that put up, and it's like, is this blackmail? And he's like, yes, this is black. You are black and you are male. That's like the retort back to him, and I'm like, really? Wait, really?
It's a bit shitty, and it's been done loads of times before.
It's also like dialogue like that creeps up more than. Oh, but
I've never really seen the need to live action an animated show, especially one that's already for adults, as Cowboy Bebop is.
Yeah, but I think it's still going to bring it to a wider audience than an anime.
I mean, it's like,
but you're losing the appeal of what the animation, why it's an animation in the first place.
It's like doing the live action Akira.
But money,
wider audience, more money. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
But what if you missed the point completely? I.e., Death Note.
People are still going to watch it because people are still going to get hyped about it. Because
do you think people will just get curious by it?
Maybe they'll watch one episode and go, "Fuck it, I'm going to watch the anime instead."
Yeah. I mean, no, you'll get people that like the anime and they'll watch it and they'll be like, "Oh, maybe it'll get better. I've started it, so I'll finish." You'll get people that know nothing about it, but that looks kind of cool, and you'll get people that are like, "Oh, I've heard about this. I've heard it's really good, so this must be good."
The writing was so good in Cowboy Bebop originally that it was going to be super fucking difficult for them to transfer that across.
Yeah.
Unless they did it exactly the same.
Yeah.
There was the stinger was just.
It's just weird. It's for the Western audience because Western audience sees cartoons as childish, whereas like Japanese or Japan or Asia see cartoons as like a universal thing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Anyone can enjoy animated shows or animated films.
But I mean, like when you focus too much on trying to make it unique and have your own spin on it and try to do that, i.e. like Death Note, where you don't really understand what L was, you've just made them, I don't know, like, what was it in the, I remember watching it was weird, like the movie, the Netflix one.
They also try to compress stories that take like a lot, like the way they're set up. Like seeing Cowboy Bebop, I can already imagine the thing with Spike is you never learned about what was going on with Spike until later on in the show. So it built up all this mystique about his past life and like what happened to him and stuff like that, and then you're like, oh fuck, how is he explaining it? And then I bet you in like the first 2 episodes they're like, here's some of Spike's backstory, and you're like, no, you build Spike up as this fucking badass first.
Yeah.
Hugh, first episode.
No way, no, they don't.
First episode.
Well, like the first like 7 episodes of Cowboy Bebop are like standalone stories with no real running. Like there's like no.
Someone
between them.
Someone had mentioned to me that it was like they should have just started with like the standalone movie and seen how that went, because that doesn't really have anything to do with the series. It's just like Spike during one of the. I think it was just like. Basically, it's non-canon.
Yeah.
Should have done that, and then they didn't need to worry. They could introduce the characters. If they needed recast for TV series, whatever, they'd been sound. But then at least they could gauge if that would have worked.
Iron out any kind of things they got
have
wrong.
The fights, have all the good moments that they could have that makes Cowboy Bebop. But nah, again, I don't. Again, this is. I usually give things a chance. This I gave this a hard pass because I'm like, I don't know if I will.
Do you know what you could spend your time watching that just came out on Netflix today?
What was that?
Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Season 6. Stone Ocean, baby!
Oh, see that trailer when that came out?
No, it's the first season.
See when it came out on the Twitter, the trailer, I was like tagged you right away, like,
good,
the first female Jojo.
Look at Hamish.
He should have just, I should have just missed the first hour of this podcast.
You fucking weep. One of us.
This season, this season is where all the big shit happens. This season's like the last 4 or 5 episodes will be fucking catastrophic for most people who just watch the anime and don't read the manga.
Yeah.
Wild shit's about to go down, Hamish.
So it was just little shit up until now.
I like how he acts all superior. Couldn't read comics. Like,
You're saying that all the big shit happens there, but so it was all just little shit, was it?
but
It's all just been little shit for 5 seasons.
What's the most massive thing like it could happen?
Well, there's episode 69.
Hey!
The main character dies.
Right. Bigger.
Everyone dies.
Bigger.
It finishes.
Bigger. The universe dies.
Aye, but that's, if the comic book,
Not
whatever,
spoil it.
if it finishes, then... Aye.
Like, it's like, he was just like, done with this, and then moved back in time.
Yeah, well, it's just
So it's
reverse
just like
that.
a kind of like a soft reboot in itself in the universe.
So like the first 6 seasons are about the Joestars. And I know seasons 7 and 8 are as well, but it's like a different timeline.
Yeah, I get it.
Pretty fucking cool though.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking forward to it for the art style, though. Like any time that I've seen any of the manga pages of this, I'm like, this looks a lot like zanier.
You still need to read the fan coloured manga.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is it not totally not Mark? I think does like he's doing his. If anyone's not wants to catch up with it, his stuff's really fucking good.
I like that. If you seen his one where he puts the Dragon Ball Super characters into Dragon Ball Z,
The styles.
artists together to like do like the digital art. It's really
digital art it to make it look like it was back in the 90s and that. I'm like, that's impressive. Like, but then these people have got that talent. It's amazing.
See, like I wouldn't even know where to start. Like,
I can't even draw a box sometimes. But I did end on a high note. I started Hawkeye.
Oh, how is it? I've not started.
Oh, it's
now
great.
he's fucking. Now you want the guy in the purple fucking leotard. Like,
Hot guy, mate.
The reason why I want to bring this up, I really want to bring up Hamish. There's one moment that happens in the guy's toilet. Now go with me with this. Happens in the guy's toilet.
Hamish is like, I know all about these moments.
Hawkeye goes into the toilet. He's taking a piss. He looks to the right. There's a menchie or a graffiti saying Thanos was right.
Ah, nice.
And I was like, as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh, Hamish is going to love this.
I'm the one idiot in the world.
That's not even just whatever this person wrote on the wall. There's pictures of Clint with his mug, and his mug says Thanos was right on it, so even Hawkeye supports the idea.
The Worst Avenger. Who gives a fuck?
The first 2 episodes are great. The pacing's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think they may have just like had a lot of time to edit this, and I don't know if it would be better as a movie. I don't understand why everyone's so focused on LARPing as well. There's another LARPing thing happening. I was like, if I just came off another movie that was talking about LARPing, or is it just because I've seen
It's nerds trying to make it mainstream and
Shadows,
cool.
like, LARPing as well.
Yeah, so again, like, yeah, so I was like, it's just LARPing's popular.
Life is Strange, True Colour.
That's what Hugh mentioned that, and I was like, what the fuck is all this LARPing coming from?
Trying to get it mainstream. Yeah. I mean, it has been a big thing for a long time. Like, not so much from comic books and stuff like that, but like medieval. I remember when I was a wee guy going to like medieval fairs and stuff like that, and there was people dressed up and shit. And
yeah. They're into character on the weekends. Yeah. Hello there, Sir Hamish. Like that, yeah. I was there. But the opening of Hawkeye is like them at a musical.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it's the Rogers. It's called, so it's basically a big musical about Captain America and the Avengers, and the song is "I Can Do It All Day," and I'm like, I kind of want to see this because it's just like so garbage. And then it was like, the kids are like, yeah, we like this. He's like, yeah, man, Ant-Man wasn't even there, and you see Ant-Man jumping about on the stage. I'm like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Is it feeling Christmassy?
Yeah. It's set in Christmas as well, like in New York. It sort of shows like what happened 2012, obviously, with the attack with like Loki on New York, and how that sets things in motion for what's her face? I can't even remember the lassie's name. Oh, fuck.
Come on. Pressure.
Just Julia? No, that's Julia. Julia. What was the lassie's name? Kate Bishop. There we are.
Who's going to be the new?
There we are. Cool. Kate Bishop. Like her...
Julia.
I was like, Julia? No. I don't know where I got Julia from.
He fucking picked a name, didn't he? And he was like, I'm just going to go with this.
I was like...
If no one interrupts me.
I'll just go with Julia.
That's
Kate Bishop's character... She's okay. Again, I think it's just because you're just warming up to her because you've only met her recently, and but they go down like a cool Ronin route as well. But if you've not, like Hugh, I don't know, like you didn't watch any of the what ifs and stuff like that. You picked and chose. Nah, you just picked and chose. He's not a real.
I didn't
Marvel
watch
fan,
the one that Black Panther became Star-Lord because I was like,
because you're racist.
Nah. I just like there was
didn't
like
appeal to you?
four out at the time, and I was like, well, that's the one that the story that, I'm not that fussed about.
It's great though. It's got some good comedic chops, especially from Thanos.
And is it Thanos in that one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might watch it.
Yeah,
he's quite different though.
Yeah. Oh, he's brilliant. I don't know. He's brilliant.
I haven't seen Loki. It's the only one I don't think I've seen.
Oh, Loki's great.
You need to catch up, man. You need to catch up.
But yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to.
Start playing Miles Morales now, please.
Oh, so yeah, I've put a stop to Horizon Zero Dawn, so I've got to a moment where I'm like, okay, I think that's a good place to stop now, so I can play Miles Morales for the Christmas season.
Cool.
And hopefully get that done quite quickly. I think it is quite a short
20
game.
hours long.
Yeah,
I'll play a couple of sessions.
It's an enjoyable game as well, so you'll actually like playing it.
Yeah,
It's really fucking good.
And Horizon's like it's just taking that moment where you figure out what Zero Dawn actually was. Jesus.
Yeah, like it's good in it.
Yeah,
it's really the backstory is really interesting.
I like the whole thing with Gaia. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, they're actually basing this on like gods and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, because when they mentioned the evil sort of thing, what's his name again? Hades? Not Hades. Hades,
is evil.
Yeah, and it's like, and I was like, Hades, is this going to go fucking down like Hercules is going to show up or some shit like that? And then Gaia, I was like, oh fuck, so it kind of is set in, but it's the algorithms and stuff like.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
really good,
okay.
because they needed one that if things were going wrong, they needed something to kill it, like to kill it
immediately.
Again.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. I like that.
You met Lance Reddick yet?
Lance
Reddick. Is it Lance Reddick, the guy's name?
The actor, yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, yeah, physically rather than him just talking through your beep boop. Through your beep poop. Yeah, he showed that he rescued Aloy just as they were about to kill her. But after she fucking destroys that pure hunking beast that I died about 50 times before I realised, oh, she keeps saying about freezing it. Maybe I should freeze it. Oh, there we are. That's it.
After so long in the cauldron. You been in the cauldron yet? Where they create the
Yeah, but they've got the designs and stuff and
fuck the machines.
Yeah, the machines.
I know, man. What an articulate podcast. But they create the machines, and I think it's the one that looks like T-Rex. And like, I was stuck on that for ages, and then I was like, wait, I've got all these traps and shit, and they give me like a minute before it gets released. Maybe I should put some traps.
Put hundreds of traps down.
Hundreds of traps down. It gets caught up. I murder it, and then I'm like,
that was easy.
God damn it.
But apart from so streaming probably Monday and Tuesday. It's been a bit over the place. I've been doing Tuesday and Monday because of just work and stuff. So, but yeah, catch us on twitch.tv/patchesandgaming, where Hugh will definitely be streaming. Like he's definitely said he's going to definitely stream. Definitely.
Aye. At some point, I was thinking about doing Halo because it's
we did Halo last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
It was fucking great. Like honestly, like again, don't bring up Halo again because I'll just talk about it because I fucking love it.
Halo?
But we played last Thursday. I actually did well because I actually enjoyed the game. So I was like, oh, they're not going to watch someone that's shit at the game. But you know, like Call of Duty when I was playing that and streaming that.
Call of Duty more like for you.
Duty for me. Hamish, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks?
Well, I've also done a wee bit of streaming.
Yep.
I played DEEEER Simulator.
Yeah.
There's actually 4 E's in it, that's why I'm saying it's 4 E's.
Yeah, it's like a load of E's. Because it came up on Game Pass and I was like, oh, is that what Hamish was playing? Oh.
Why'd you always play the stupid animal games?
What's wrong with animals?
I don't know, I just looked at it and I was like, I wasn't going to... I think we were going to be playing Halo later on.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need something quick. And I was like, oh, that's just a wee short game. Not anything like I expected. It is completely mental. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like it's kind of like Goat Simulator, but then you like get guns and you attach them to your head and then you shoot sheep and because they're the police, you know. And then
obviously
there's like polar bear police and stuff like that.
The
you just cause loads of you just cause like enough havoc to make a boss, which is a corgi, obviously. but then it attaches like the polar bears and the sheep and that to itself. You know.
I'm not visualising this whatsoever.
Hugh lacks imagination, Hamish. That's what the problem is.
How can you attach a polar bear to a corgi?
Easy.
Yeah, just screws right in.
Yeah. You give it a bear hug.
You're going to have to Google images, isn't it?
Yeah. It's basically like a big Power Ranger, like with all the different parts of the...
Right, now
thing.
I can...
Yeah, that cleared it up, yeah. But now
Simulator, your average everyday deer game.
Yeah. There's literally only like a couple of levels, but there's loads more to do in the levels. I wasn't doing everything.
Oh, that's wild, man.
Yeah.
That deer's got tigers for arms.
Yeah.
Rhinos for other arms. And
Same.
cows for wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can go into like into the future and stuff like that, and you get ray guns and stuff like that, and then you fight like your future self and your and like a demon that comes out of you, and you get like lightsabers and stuff like that, and
Joe the Fates play too.
it's all very very strange.
All right, okay.
Like I say, nothing like I was expecting, but it was just a wee stopgap until we could play some Halo. Also been playing Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw it was on Black Friday deal.
Yeah, because you said in the chat, it's like, boys, if you want to, like, it's on offer, and I went and checked. I was like,
Because it's relatively new.
it's not cheap enough yet, yeah. But
See, I thought that as well, but then I was like, what are people saying about it? And the reviews have all been pretty amazing. And I'm like, I would have thought, even if I'd paid full price, I'd be like, yeah, worth it, man.
Do you think it's selling?
I think it probably would anyway,
what,
because it's Guardians of the Galaxy anyway. I think it's just the only reason it was on sale is because it was Black Friday. I think it was just a timing thing.
So I had one of the boys in work come in and say to us that a lot of people were worried because it was getting really good reviews, that people that were playing it were like, oh, it's not the Avengers, so they were giving it really high reviews, and he was hesitant to buying it because of that reason. But he was glad that he bought it for Black Friday because he really does enjoy it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's maybe...
I mean, you can even see that in like the Xbox reviews when you're scrolling along. People are literally just like giving it 5 stars and saying it's not Avengers and stuff like that, which is a shit reason to, you know.
Remember when
But
you
I mean-
Avengers?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah, but I mean, like, you've got to understand. You got to understand, like, where they're coming from that way. For
Yeah,
it
no,
as well.
definitely, yeah. A lot of people-
They are feeling like with them, with Avengers especially, they're just try to rush out SpiderMan and try to get it over and done with, because then they can be like, right, on to Avengers 2, maybe.
Aye, so what people are, I get what people are trying to do. They're trying to go, this is the game we want.
Yeah.
This is the type of game we want. We want story driven, very polished,
Stand-alone games that don't need online shite.
good combat.
Give it, like, if you want cosmetics and shit, fair enough. We lock that because we're not going to get them back now because you're a bunch of dicks, because you've just going to put it behind a paywall. But give us decent content that we don't have to connect our server with.
Yeah.
And have bad gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've still not played Avengers actually.
I downloaded and got rid of it right away.
I've got it on Game Pass and I downloaded it to give it a try, to at least play through the story missions, and then I was like, why would I want to play a game that I know I'm not going to like?
Yeah.
But how you
with
feeling about it? Is like the voice acting good, music good?
Voice acting's great. The music's brilliant. Like it was something that I was thinking of streaming, and then obviously music's a big part of it. But it's not. I don't think it would be horrible without the licensed music.
Yeah.
They do replace it with like just generic music and stuff like that.
It is under his Marvel's cinematic music, so it's the same with maybe Marvel's Spider-Man. Because I remember, like, I left on the title screen for too long when I was starting the stream once, and they ended up muting me on Twitch. Not for the whole video, just for that wee bit. And I was like,
I got with Call of Duty before. Now when you're in the lobby,
yeah,
like I got that. Like,
Yeah.
Twitch muted my lobby for ages, and I was like,
so strange. But I would love to watch you play it. So I'd at least be there and then turn on notifications so I actually know when we go live this time, because I missed him playing the DEEEER game. I was fucking raging.
And it's another thing is, and I'll always love these type of games where your choices matter. So I'm planning on playing it again anyway and going a different way with it.
So you're going to go the good way this time rather than the evil way because you kill everybody?
It's not even so much a good way and a bad way. Like it's it's not clear at all. A lot of them are choices that you make early, and then they will affect you later on and how you play and how you get there. So, like for example, obviously, like you do smuggle some stuff and that kind of thing, and you go to a place and you find like a space llama, right? And then you get caught by like a Nova Corps, and they're like, right, we either need to hide this space llama because we're not meant to be smuggling a live animal, or Rocket's like, the only space that I've got all these upgrades for the ship and all these weapons and stuff like that, so which one do you hide? So you choose which one to hide. I chose the llama, hide the llama, because, you can always get more upgrades for your ship. Turns out you can't.
Holy shit.
But I don't think it makes, like, a massive difference.
But you got a llama, though, right?
Got a llama, yeah. But that only, like...
Fucking throw that llama right out, man.
So that affects, like, the amount of the fine that you get.
Right.
Because you get fined, and then basically the start of the game, you're trying to get money. And then you go and you try and sell either Rocket or Groot and stuff like that. And then, depending on who tries to convince the woman to buy them, depends on how much money you're given. So that depends on how much money you've got to spend on other things, if you want to try and pay them back with the fine later on. So there is actually quite a lot of it that's, and even just the wee bits, like Drax wants to throw Rocket across a bridge.
Yeah.
Like to open a bridge and stuff like that. And you do get the wee... Rocket appreciates you defending him, or, Rocket hated that, that kind of thing.
Everyone saw that.
The old Telltale stuff. But for the most part, it does seem like they are actually making a difference.
How do you feel with the cosmetics they put in that as well? Because again, I think it was either PlayStation or Microsoft putting up like the skins for Gamora. Yeah. Saying like a premium Gamora set, and like, is it as egregious as it's?
I mean, there's tons of costumes in it. You find them all over the place. I've even found like a few of the movie ones.
Oh,
so I've got people walking about as their movie look. Like Drax has got, instead of his mostly kind of green, that he's got like the tattoo that Batista had, kind of thing.
Like Dave, listener of the podcast.
See, I would be so happy.
Why? He'd listen to us and he'd be like,
cool guy.
Big Dave.
Yeah, but I'd like him to like us, not just to listen to us.
Just give us a pity, yeah, thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Batista.
But no, honestly, I think even if you'd got the special edition with the costumes and stuff like that, then it would just be like, yeah, they're okay, but there's loads of other costumes you'd probably pick anyway.
Very maybe on the same level as Spider-Man, like Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah,
they
there's
give
plenty
you
other options. Yeah,
awesome. I like that.
But the combat's, it's alright. It's weird.
Is it similar to Avengers?
No, not really. No, it's basically kind of you've got your own abilities, and then you've also got you can set them to do up certain abilities. So you'll hold down left bumper and when you're looking at an enemy, and then you'll press Y to go into Gamora's skill tree, and then you choose one of 3 skills and stuff like that. And then you get bonuses for doing them all together. So you get Groot to hold everyone with his vines, and then you get Rocket to throw a grenade at all of them, and then you fly above them and bomb them and stuff like that. And then you get more skill points for doing better combinations and stuff like that. But the combat in general is not really the main thing. It's the story and stuff like that. And see, it's just Guardians of the Galaxy banter all the way through it.
Is it very James Gunn? Quite.
Yeah, one of the very first kind of planets that you go to, you're all walking and Rocket's it's this way, that way is just a dead end. But if you're wanting to explore anyway, you go down that way. And then Rocket's laughing at you. It's I told you it was a dead end. And it's just funny banter that you get in the movies and stuff like that. Yeah. So even when I'm on the ship and stuff like that, I'm making sure to go around and talk to everyone. It's got a very Mass Effect feeling as well. Going on the ship. I had a feeling
it was going to. Sorry, I had a feeling it was going to be like that. See, especially with the people disapproving, and then as soon as you mentioned it was there was alternative routes you can go down. I'm like, that is very BioWare. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
I was even thinking it was see when you mentioned about the combat there, feels very Knights of the Old Republic when you had that kind of your team of 4, and you can instead of Jedi's, obviously it's they have their own special abilities, and I like it. Okay,
or even Mass Effect, I suppose, because you do that in Mass Effect, don't you? You can you don't really specifically tell them, but you can open up a wheel and tell them when to use it.
Attack of defense. Yeah, okay.
So I suppose it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Did you watch anything or play anything else?
I watched Venom finally.
Venom.
Have you seen Venom too? Have you seen that yet?
No.
I watched about half of it. And from the half that I watched, I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean,
it's weird. That's a weird thing today. How did you only watch half of it?
It was the way I was watching it. It kind of died. The stream I was watching.
Where did you get this stream?
I got it from Yoo-Hoo.
No, wait, like... wait, is there a good copy out there?
Yeah,
There is now.
there is now.
Like in the last couple of days.
I'll watch it for next week.
Yeah, which is why I've watched it. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
It's alright.
it was. I think it was better than the first one, but then I think it's because it took more of a
That's
comedic.
not really saying a lot.
It's kind of more of the same.
The first one wasn't good. Like, wasn't a good film.
It was harmless.
It was fucking fun.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. So it is more of that. Like,
Yeah. I think they amped up the humour a bit more, which they leaned into.
they leaned a wee
more.
bit into it. Yeah.
How funny is Carnage? Was he even in it that much?
He's not that funny. He's not really meant to be a funny guy, to be honest.
Hugh was like, he's supposed to be haha man. He's red, haha.
He's,
Oh shit! It's a red one.
yeah. But like there's funny parts with Carnage in it, but it's mainly from Venom. You know. And then, but honestly, like, see, even if you don't like it, it was all worth it just to see the end credit scene, like the after credit scene.
Are they going to do another one?
No, it's not. Well, it's. Do you want to know?
Do you know what? Hold on. Spoilers for Venom 2.
It spoils for after credit scene, right?
Uh-huh.
So they decided to go on holidays because Venom wanted to feel the sand between his toes and stuff like that.
Oh, between these toesies.
Yeah,
Oh wait, so Venom 1 then?
yeah. Obviously, Venom wins.
That was the spoiler there. Jesus Christ.
So they're on holiday somewhere, and then you see them like later on at night, and they're just sitting watching TV in their wee cabana, wherever it is that they are, and they're just kind of talking, and Venom's saying how all the things that he's seen, and he's like, "You have millennia of symbiote knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Your wee brain couldn't handle it," and he's like, "Go, show me some. Show me just a wee thing." So I was like, "Right, okay," and it starts kind of going dark, and then the whole world kind of shudders a wee bit. And then he's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he's like, "That wasn't me." And the TV channel, they were watching some like Spanish or Brazilian sitcom, and it's now J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh,
at the reveal of when he kills, well, he apparently kills Mysterio. Talking about, oh look, here's Tom Holland unmasked.
Oh,
this guy's Peter Parker. And so it's basically like, I'm assuming it's going to be when in this next Far From Home film comes, that's them getting moved into the universe.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Cool.
That's what I mean. It was totally.
They do get we're going to get some sweet Tom and Tom action.
Basically, yeah.
The Tomboys.
That film definitely needs another character as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think he's. I don't know if they're trying to make it sound like he's going to be a bad guy, because Venom obviously usually is a bad guy.
Well,
to
sometimes
not always, but
like in the Ultimates,
the
Ultimate series and stuff like that, Venom's more because it's Eddie Brock and, you know, well, again, I would rather have him as an anti-hero than a villain, because Venom villain has been kind of done to death, but having like a comedic chops of like Tom Hardy, I could work.
Fit, man. Like, maybe it won't even be in it at all. But
I could be wrong, but like basically the way it alludes to it is he's talking about all the things that he's seen and all the things he knows, and then when he sees like Tom Holland on the screen, he's like, this guy, and then like licks the screen like as if he wants to eat him, kind of thing.
This guy.
So I think it's like maybe they have had dealings in the past or something like that. I don't know, but mainly it's just cool to see that they're actually bringing Venom into the.
It makes sense then with the announcement of the Tom Holland. Like, there going to be another 3 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland in it.
Yeah, another trilogy. Yeah.
Hugh's favourite Spider-Man.
You know, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Hugh, put away your Spider-Man socks. Hide your shame.
Actually,
That does sound
Where's all
good
that
though.
web that you shoot then?
No.
Oh,
wait.
Mary Jane.
My favourite Spider-Man's the new one from Miles Morales.
New one from Miles
You've
Morales.
said this loads of times.
No, like the new one.
The new one.
The new game.
Mm-hmm.
The new Peter Parker.
Stop looking at me and licking your lips, Hugh. It's very weird.
Because you hate him.
I know. I don't like Tom Holland face on Peter Parker.
Right, okay.
That's what it was.
The only other thing I've seen is, have you seen Filth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Irvin Welsh.
With James McAvoy.
Yeah. See, I'd never seen that before, but I saw that. That's
Fucking good film. Fuck
really
up,
good, but it's really fucked up. But it was like so good. I was like, I need to read this book, so I'm gonna.
Irvin Welsh books aren't very long, are they? Like, so.
No, from
I don't know, to be honest. But no, it was.
Same as apply, Hamish.
It didn't help that it was like 2 days worth a drinking.
That's not a film to watch when you're paranoid, man.
Yeah, the room's spinning and you're like, whoa.
That film is built on fear, so like, especially I think he drinks in it, and like the feeling that you get from him, you're like, oh, I've had that feeling before.
Yeah,
like,
the onset.
It was like I was in that horrible hungover and drunk stage because this was like the day after my friend Caitlin's 30th surprise party I went to, and ended up staying at Caitlin's sister's and stuff like that, and then we just got up and were drinking the next day and watched this. But yeah,
how did the party go? You look. Oh no!
No, it was good. It was really good. Obviously,
I think it's story time with Hamish.
It's not that bad. Like, I mean,
like, let him tell the story, then you decide if we need to cut it later.
It's really not that bad, right?
Okay.
Obviously, I get absolutely steaming as I always do, but like, I've known this family for ages. Everyone was dead nice calling me family and stuff like that because they're all big drinkers as well. So
yeah, I would say that. That's right.
But no, like, it went well. She was surprised and stuff like that, and then her cousin was also there, and after like a half an hour or an hour or so, usually her cousin would always come with her boyfriend, and I was like saying to someone like, so where's that guy? Is he not coming tonight? It's like, that's not a thing anymore. And then like how in The Simpsons when Homer just turns into a wee cloud.
Yeah. Mr. Simpson?
It's pretty much like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Hamish was that wolf.
Yeah.
The rest of it's all kind of hazy, but I remember like being...
Oh, no.
We all went back to Caitlin's sister Sinead's and kept on drinking and stuff like that. And I'm lying on the couch, she's lying on me. And, like, put your hand down there, just when you're steaming, get a wee bit...
Handsy.
Handsy, yeah. And then again, like, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes later or something like that, she's like that to the guy sitting literally, like, a foot away, like, 2 feet away from me, in front of me, like, Dad, can you pass me that? And I'm like, oh, fuck, I've been, like... My hands have been all over this lassie, and this is her dad right in front of us.
Oh my god, yeah, these stories.
But apparently, after me and her passed out, he was asking about me, like, so who the fuck's this guy?
That's the question you don't want people asking you, though.
Everyone was like, no, he's nice, he's alright.
He's okay.
He's alright. Yeah, we know him. Yeah, he's cool. I woke up and...
You passed out when people were saying this, aye?
Aye.
So how do you know?
Because is what people were telling me. Like, oh, by the way, he was asking about you last night.
So they lied for you?
Could be, yeah. But I woke up and...
Well, they were trying to have the conversation, but see, because Hamish snores so loud.
I must have been snoring really badly, because, like, my neck was, like, in the corner of the couch. Like the back of my head was on the back cushion, and then the rest of me was just, like, lying off of the couch, so it couldn't have been very comfortable. But yeah, anyway, we got up the next day, and we just kept drinking, and we watched Filth, and I thought it was awesome. It was really good.
Filth was good,
Yeah.
The tapeworm.
Yeah.
It was a hard film to, like, watch. Like, not as in it's bad, it's just things keep happening and you're like, fucking, this just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, but I just think that, like, James McAvoy's character was just really interesting to watch. Like, fucking hell, what's he going to do now? Like, what's he going to do next? And then you think, like, he's dead clever getting away with all of this, and then obviously he doesn't. But
turns out he's not that clever.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I've kind of played and seen and done, though. Watched a dog called Cujo, but it didn't kill me, so it's all good.
Hey.
Yeah, he was
a terrible name to call your dog.
Yeah, especially when he's nice. It's like, fair enough if he's, like, ravenous and that, but But no, that's me.
Awesome. Hugh, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks? Have you been doing anything interesting? Have you been watching the anime? Have you put your SpiderMan socks away, Hugh?
I've been watching the anime, but, like, nothing really I want to talk about anime wise. Like, I've been watching the new stuff that's coming out. I'm going to watch Jojo. There's a lot of shit going on in Japan now, where, like, the lockdown's been extended and stuff like that. A lot of animes are getting, like, struggling to put episodes out. So it's kind of interesting to watch in our part of the world still panic when our country's, like, pretending nothing's going on. I went to cinema. I saw 2 films.
What did you see?
I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. Have you seen this? Do you
Nope. I do want to see it because I'm going to go see it.
I've not seen it yet, but I've seen it. It's floating about out there in the world, so, like, a good version of it.
Are you going to watch it?
I will watch it, yeah. But
Do you care about spoilers?
I kind of care because I'm going to see it.
I don't want to spoil it, but once I'm allowed to, we've got to chat about this film.
Okay.
Right, because it's going to be a long chat because, like, you'll see when you see it.
Okay.
Right. I liked it, but I have deep, deep reservations.
I have feelings.
Yeah, I also went to see Dune.
Oh, Dune.
Oh, goddamn, did I love that film.
So I seen that when
Dune so much, bro.
I seen that a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting for someone else to watch it so we could just talk about it. But the more time went away from it, the more you're like, I was like, I don't think anyone else is going to see it. So I'm glad someone's seen it.
I waited until I went to cinema to see it and I was glad because it was a fucking epic. I know, like, I love sci-fi and I love deep lore and like stories. And like Sinead was the complete opposite of me.
I think we went with it. Yeah, I think
Sinead just was like, I don't get it. What the fuck are they talking about? I'm like, what the good, like, Denis Villeneuve made a film where they didn't actually over-explain everything to you. They just kind of spoke about things and you were meant to kind of pick up on it. Like, what is space? What are these people? Who's that? Why are they doing this?
You get by context
Yeah,
rather than...
she didn't get why it was happening and I was like, it's politics.
I think it's more because you sold it to us saying like Jason Momoa gets them out.
He's got the best name in the whole world now.
Yeah.
Duncan, Idaho.
He was great. He was
great.
I don't think there was one bad actor. But they had their lines.
Timothée Chalamet was quite good. Like, and like at first I was like, I don't like this guy.
Yeah, he's
then
very witty.
His character kind of developed, obviously, as the film went on, and like you were like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
I get why he acts like that. And his mother, like Jessica Ferguson, no, Rebecca Ferguson. I think the character's called Jessica. She was great. She was actually probably one of the best in the film.
Because it doesn't shy away from like the hammy acting either, which I liked about it. With hey.
No, but like they didn't. Like there was no wasted filler in it. There was no harness exposition. They did this whole film, which was like. Now I see where Star Wars gets a lot of its ideas from.
This film just came out here.
I know, but it was written in the 50s.
It's a joke, fuck's sake. Did you ever see the original?
Clips here and there. I've heard this fucking insane David Lynch film.
David Lynch,
And like, I can see why they split it into two this time. Because there's so much.
There's a lot.
It's dense.
Tapestry.
It's fucking dense. I can remember when it got near the end of it. I was like, "Fuck, this is really long. Is this as long as I remember?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Like, I just wanted to continue. Like, I wanted to see what was going on, and then like
it felt like Halo 2. It was like, all right, here we go. This is where it's going to, and then it ends. You're like, I just went for all that political stuff, but now that's out of the way.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Like, everyone that I watched, like, because I watched a lot of sci-fi stuff, they were like, don't go into this thinking you're going to see like a fucking 2-hour action film.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see all the action in the trailer, and then the rest of it's going to be posturing and chat, dialogue, and setting things up later. And I was like, all right, okay. Yeah. Like, and then the action scenes came and went, and I was like, those were fucking awesome.
Yep.
But then they introduced different characters, and you were like, oh, this is interesting. I can see where this is going to go now, and I can see what like. They did good world building. Mm-hmm. Like they never explained that the Fremen how they fought or anything like that. They never explained like, oh, they do this to hide in the sand, but they just showed you, and you might pick up on all these things. It's good filmmaking, good fucking scripting. Like,
but it doesn't hold your hand. Like
no, but which for me as a seasoned fucking
hand holder,
you can infer these things.
I watch anime, I read sci-fi novels. Fucking, I watch all the.
You don't need it all spelled out for you. It's like picking up a new game, and it's like you press right trigger to fire, and it's like, bitch, I know.
Like, don't tell me to press like A to pick up.
Give me like 4 seconds, and I'll press every button and figure out what they do.
Yeah,
Call of Duty is really bad for that. They start the
games. To give respects,
first respects.
The game I'm going to talk about in a bit that doesn't do that, and it should. But fucking Dune was a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Like,
wow.
Like, and soundtrack, Hans Zimmerman, that guy can't fucking make a bad soundtrack, can he?
No.
Like
anyway.
It like the music was really subtle until it got to the certain points where you were
punctuated it.
And it was just made you feel good. I hadn't seen a film like that in ages. And you know what? It wasn't a Marvel film. It wasn't a franchise. It wasn't a remake. Well, it technically is, but it's It felt fresh.
Yeah, I think it's because of the direction they took as well, because this is a very...
Right after I saw Ghostbusters, it was the perfect palate cleanser.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate Ghostbusters, but like I needed something to get rid of those feelings.
The goofy sort of like tone and the comedy with the Paul Ruddness. You had to get that Rudd off of you.
No, Paul Rudd was actually one of the best parts of Ghostbusters.
I wouldn't put it by him. He's a big Ghostbusters
fan. The main
fan.
character, the wee lassie, the main character, she was brilliant. It was the other people.
Right, okay.
Right, and other things that happened that I was like, huh?
But with that said, with like did you like my favourite part of it was the scope. Like, it's been a while since I've seen, maybe since Inception, or maybe since what's that other one Matthew McConaughey's in? Interstellar.
Yeah,
I'd say it's been a while since I've seen a movie where the scope feels huge. You're like, oh.
Yeah, Dune's got see everything, all the ships in it, the scale was like, you could tell that how big things were. See that big fucking cylindrical ship that they have in space?
Yeah.
You're like, that looks fucking huge.
Yeah, it's the size of a fucking planet.
I mean, that does help going to the cinema, you know what I mean? Because you see more of the actual screen.
Yeah.
I knew that Dune would be that film that had to be experienced in big screen, better sound system. So I was like, I don't want to ruin it by watching I know the version, so it's the HBO Max version, it's going to be a good copy, but like,
it's different.
My TV, as good as it is, isn't as good as a fucking cinema, like, ever.
I do like the fact as well that when I went and seen it, it had part 1. It came up on the bottom of it, and originally, because they didn't announce that they were doing a part 2 until a couple of weeks after it came out, that they updated it. Because again, I was like, same part 1. I didn't know it was going to be another part 2. They just kind of went, this is going to be a shot. This is a shot in the dark, because we don't know if this is going to pick up on that. We've got all these named actors. We don't know if people are going to like this.
It's only half of the first book.
Yeah. So like,
it's made me want to. I've asked Sinead to pick me up the books for Christmas. So like, I'm going to read them and get ahead of the story.
Spoil yourself. God damn it.
Go see Doom. Doom.
The Carl Urban in The Rock.
Yeah. Fucking love that movie.
There's another one that came out after then, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched that actually. Afterlife or something.
Yeah.
It was at the game.
Yeah.
But Doom
that was awful.
Doom is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, go see Doom.
Yeah.
I also watched The Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay, finally. Wait, okay.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. Yeah,
the shark. See, Sylvester Stallone, can you please come in here and act like a fucking idiot, please?
Yes.
Master, yum yum.
See, best part of that was what's the shark called again? Shark Boy?
King Shark.
King Shark.
Shark Boy.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
He had an actual name, but I can't remember.
I know what you mean.
So, like, see when he's in the wee aquarium bit with the fish, and he's just dancing about, and they
friends,
and
then they start eating them.
He starts killing them.
Do you know who's amazing? This John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to Peacemaker.
Yeah, so they confirmed that they are definitely doing a Peacemaker TV series as well. I do you know what, hopefully that's him made that transition.
So funny. See, like, when they were like, he was like, there's a, like, Idris Elba was like, there's a whole bag of dicks sitting there for years. So he's like, see, if there was a bag of dicks and I had to do it for peace,
I would eat every dick on this beach.
I would dick on that beach.
Like, and I was like, how do they get John Cena to say such stupid shit?
Yeah,
but
I am just hoping that that's him now. You know,
he's out of wrestling and he's in acting because he's actually.
It's funny.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, do you know, it's his size makes it funnier as well. Like,
yeah. Jesus, see that scene when they were fucking, he was in his underwear with polka dot guy? Like, there was lassies just going, oh my god, it's huge! I'm like, don't direct us to it. And then they must have known, they just went straight to it. I was like, for fuck's sake. And then,
that's the whole point of that.
I was fucking pissing myself laughing at the reaction to what was going on.
Idris Elba's character was really fun.
Yeah.
He
was like, he had like a great backstory. See, I was a bit
fed up. See, when they were telling his backstory, he's like, his dad trained him to be an assassin from a young age, and then he went to John Cena, I was like, his dad trained him to be an assassin from a young age.
Because she was like, there's no one like you, we need you.
But you just said that there. We got him, but he's better. I'm you, but better.
See that better. Like, see that start that beginning scene where like the Michael Rooker, and I was like, oh, Michael, he's gonna be in this film.
Nah.
Oh, how it was the greatest opening of a movie I think I've seen in a while.
See when they all go and kill all the people in the camp, and then they open the curtain, and it's like, oh, these are the freedom fighters. And then everyone's like, people, we didn't see any people.
Because it was the measuring the dick sort of part there with Cena and Elba, just like
Coolest way to kill people. Yeah,
it was just murdered all the good people.
that was
that
funny.
film is like, and the fact that, like, I know, spoilers for a film that's been out for months, but like, nearly everyone dies.
Yeah.
Like, and I was shocked. Like, I didn't think Polka Dot Man was going to die. That was a weird power.
He was great though.
I didn't think fucking Flag was going to die either.
Rick Flag, yeah.
But, like,
I'm glad that they did.
Feeling he doesn't want to be in them anymore, and the fact that, like, the Suicide Squad is meant to be
expendable, basically.
They're all meant to die anyway.
I think it was more like,
get that first film cast out.
well, no, I think it was more like, oh, by the way, Peacemaker is actually, we're taking him seriously, so he gets to kill Rick Flag. You know what I mean?
thought maybe he was going to come back to life, Rick Flag, at some point.
They did do a big zoom in on his heart, and I was like, maybe they're going to do something. That was very strange, but I was like, maybe they are planning on doing something with the series. Or
They were just going, by the way,
he is definitely
He is
dead.
actually dead. I think they were going to kill Ratcatcher too, the lassie. They were thinking about it, and then he was like, "Nah, I can't do that."
I loved.
that was cute. That
I loved that character.
She
was. Yeah, like,
I love the wee rat, man.
She was the heart of the movie. Like,
Is that rat waving at me? Like, just waving at me.
And then, like, see, for the longest time, because I didn't want to say anything because, like, obviously, I don't think either of you have seen it when I've seen it. And I was like, there was a moment, like, it sort of clicked on me, like, with Ratcatcher when she was, like, she was always sleeping. I was like, oh, she's always tired. But then it turns out because of, like, her dad had died when he was sleeping. So any time that she was going to sleep, it was to remember the times that they had. And I was like, fuck, that was heartbreakingly...
And the guy, when it said Taika Waititi, I was like, where is he? Where is he? And then,
Ratcatcher 1.
He was Ratcatcher 1. I was like,
yeah.
The fact that they got all these people in for, like...
Yeah.
These wee tiny cameos.
But that's what you kind of expect. It's like Deadpool. Like when you had that, like the cameos there on Deadpool 2. You wanted those wee moments because, again, you don't, as long as it doesn't take away from the character, you don't mind the cameos. You don't want to be, again, have a bunch of different characters that are just there to swell up the movie, and then you're like, okay, it's not like you're not trying to make the next Infinity War Endgame, You're just, you want them in and out quick as you can, and they're all characters that no one really cares about. Maybe Polka Dot Man, he was cool. I liked him.
He was alright.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Capaldi was brilliant in it as well.
Capaldi was funny in it. Like, he just plays a good
arsehole. He plays a great arsehole. Thick of it, and this, he's fucking...
And then, like, when he was mocking the fucking...
Staryu.
Is
I called him Staryu.
I was going, is it Staryu or Starmy?
Staryu, yeah.
And I was like, and then it gets him, I was like, good, fuck him.
Aye, fuck him. Don't get us though, we're alright.
Viola Davis's character, what's her face?
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller. Yeah. She's such a bitch.
She went golfing,
she
mate.
makes you hate her immediately, doesn't she?
Aye, and like, she's so good at it. She's like, fuck it, we don't care about those people. And you're like, what?
Yeah,
like,
you horrible
caused
cunt.
this?
Yeah.
Again?
I mean, very like America in real life as well, but like, keep politics out of this.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that's what they're there to
It was a really good film. I actually put it off for ages because, like, I kind of liked the first film, even though I knew it was bad. And then, like, I was like, can I be bored sitting through another Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, James Gunn.
It's 10 times better, isn't it?
And it's so much fucking better.
Yeah, I recommend it, like, immediately. I was like, if anyone's hesitant or on the fence about this movie, go and see it, or at least, if you can, when it comes out on DVD, just to watch it. But I will love
What's
it.
great seeing that one again?
Weasel wakes up on the beach.
Weasel, man. See when, like, Idris Elba was, like, walking around.
He's licking
it.
Oh,
man, what a fucking film that was.
A weird one again, but that was brilliant. Really, just masterfully, just everything worked,
Yeah, do you know what was fun about it? Like, they didn't try and extend it afterwards. Like,
yeah,
they were like, and these characters will now appear next time. And it's like, they probably won't appear again in the Suicide Squad films.
Well, I don't know, maybe Harley again, but I don't understand why they would put her in another one. I feel like
she's the star, isn't she? Like,
there's no Will Smith, so
but there could be.
I don't want.
He was hedging his bets when he was like, "I'll come back."
Nah,
this one does.
I don't think I would want him back in.
I don't imagine he would, but they obviously they obviously do it.
I'm saying that as well, wouldn't he?
You're lucky Sinead doesn't listen to this.
Do you not think that the whole sex thing with Harley was just unnecessary?
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, like I said that at the time. It was like, there's no need for that at all. It doesn't further the story in any way.
I think it was just to...
It's just, oh, look,
She's over Joker.
Harley Quinn's hot as fuck. Like, it's just...
I mean, that's like, well, he went out, the guy that after she banged him, just killed him. And he's like, I'm alright. I'm alright.
That's when she killed him, and she was like, I've known a few, like, I've been out with a few guys, and the red flags over there.
Yeah.
When they start talking about, like, world domination.
Yeah,
It's a huge red flag.
yeah. But yeah,
Overall brilliant.
Yeah, I love it. Like, great movie.
Great film. Kind of sad I didn't see it in the cinema, but, like, I watched it at home.
But then it just gets excited for the Guardians Christmas special. It's coming out soon, and then Guardians 3. So
Yeah, Guardians 3.
I think with that Christmas, it's the Christmas special. It must be out this year. It's got to be. Can't say Christmas
So many of the
2022.
films we've watched have got Dave Bautista in them. He was
Yeah.
in Dune as well.
He's been in a lot more. He's just standing perfectly still so you can't see him.
John Cena wanted to be like him.
And fucking, there's a lot of, like, see Josh Brolin in Dune as well, by the way.
Yeah.
He plays Gurdy, the general. He's so fucking serious in that film as well.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think he's a great actor.
He
Brolin,
found
I think
his
he's
passion
good.
with, see when he got fucking ripped,
Yeah.
he was like, I like being ripped.
I like being a badass.
But like,
Is he going to be? Is he going to be in Deadpool again?
Aye, it will be.
Gotta be his cable.
They basically set it up so that it was going to be like an X-Force thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I've got some X4 comics I need to read. It's the one with Baby Apocalypse.
Yeah.
But he's been hitting out the park, Josh Brolin. Like again.
Mate,
Like,
a lot of these actors, Oscar Isaac was amazing in Dune as well.
yeah, he's fucking great.
He is a really good actor, and he's underrated. Like he was underused in Star Wars.
Yeah.
See when I saw him in Rogue One, I was like, nah, I don't like him. But I've grown to like him a bit more over time. But
He wasn't in Rogue One.
oh no, who am I thinking of? Nah,
No,
He was in Force Awakens. And
he was
stuff
Poe.
yeah, Poe Dameron. Aye, but I'm just trying to think of who I'm thinking of. That was Diego Luna. He was shite. It was Cassian Andor or whatever his name was.
Thanks, Hamish.
He's shite.
So Hugh, I see that you're just eager to talk about the games you've been playing as well, just by the look in your eyes, that glimmer of hope.
I beat 2 more games.
Look at you, after quitting that FIFA addiction, you're still going strong. Proud of you.
I beat Lost Judgment.
Okay.
Usually when I play Yakuza games, right,
Yeah.
you get fucking caught up in the side stuff.
Aye.
And then what usually happens is I get a bit burnt out and then leave them for a while. But I kind of just mainlined Lost Judgment because I've just played Yakuza 7 and stuff like that, so I'm kind of sick of the side stuff. What a fucking game, man. Like, they just keep making them better. Lost Judgment is better than Judgment, which was one of my favourite games.
Yeah.
Looks amazing. Honestly, I played it on the PS5. Looks fantastic. The story, it's really fucking good. Like, pure gripped me. I was like, oh shit, I need to see what else happens.
Yeah.
Oh, murderings are happening. Murderings.
There been a murder.
It's a big conspiracy, and it's about school bullying and stuff like that. Like, and it's just it says a lot about Japanese culture and how they deal with certain things.
Yeah.
But they use the map from, like, they've got the Kamurocho map from Yakuza 1 to 6 or 0 to 6. Then they've got Yokohama, which is Yakuza 7 brought in, Ijincho. And like, I was having just played Yakuza 7, I was like, oh, this map, I've played this before, but they change it up and do some different things. You're in a high school, obviously, because it's a Japanese game.
Yeah, of course.
Mate, it's so fucking good. You should play it. Like, the only issue that I ever have with these games is Yagami, your main character, right? Is so fucking, like, he just beats like 100 guys at a time. Like, and then they'll go, oh, I get caught and he might die this time, and you're like, no, he didn't. He just fucked up everybody in that group because I did it.
I was there, man.
Like, that's the only issue. This, like, some of the characters are brilliant. The bad guy in this is so fucking creepy, and like, you just hate him. You've got all the characters for the first game. You've got his best pal in it as well, Kaito, and he's fucking adorable. He's a big fucking lummox.
Yeah.
Lummox is a great one, isn't it?
Lummox.
Yeah, he's just a big, like, he just loves punching folk.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, Yagami's super clever, and then you've got all the lawyer friends, all your fucking Ace Attorney pals. You do.
They shout and hold it and pointing.
Mate, there's a bit.
Slapping the tables.
There's a bit where you're in like one of the girls' bars, like the hostess bars, like come up and talk to you and tell you how amazing you are.
Yeah.
And like his boss.
I mean, you like any regular bar that I go to?
Aye, obviously.
Yeah.
He works. Genda is his like mentor in law, so he's like an older guy.
Yeah.
And like he's telling us, so he's like, then I shouted objection, and everyone stopped and looked, and like the way he pointed and stuff, I was like, that's a fucking Ace Attorney fucking reference. But
I understood that reference.
You should probably play this and mainline it. I could play it in about 24 hours or something like that. And
that's shorter than I thought those kind of games were. I know you were saying that you weren't doing
main ones. That's just main missions. Because you can always go back and do the side stuff after you complete it.
And you're playing us, you said on PS5, is it an upscaled version of Lost Judgment from PS4 or?
No, I don't. Well, it might be a version of Lost Judgment PS4, but the PS5 version, you can see like pores in people's skin and stuff like that, and like the actor that they used to like mocap or or put the fucking
suit on. Put on the suit.
Skin on. Like, it just looks so fucking good. You know how they've got the Yakuza style cutscenes where you've got the fucking top notch polished cutscene, then you've got the talking heads, and then you've just got text at one point. Like,
I don't want to read.
But the side missions are all mental and fun. There's a lot of like side missions in the school where you've got to figure out who this fucking gangster leader is that's fucking with, like, that was going to sound wrong, dealing with
messing with the kids,
messing with these children in like a way where gang
culture,
drugs and stuff, like stupid stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's like Dom when he went to go to the toilet covered his drink with his iPad. He doesn't trust us. Thinks we're going to Cosby him.
Yeah. Well, see, it's an empty cup, so that's how much I don't trust you guys.
But you should play one of these Judgment games. Like, you would probably really enjoy it.
Drag us down with you, Hugh.
Mate, I'm not even going to lie. You don't even have to like Japanese, like, know how we're big.
I've played Yakuza games before, mate.
Japanophiles.
What one you played? Zero,
I think it was.
Zero's good, but it's a generation behind Judgment. Like the Dragon Engine, they call it.
Yeah.
It's a generation behind, I think. So, like, just looks and plays better. The combat's really
like
fun. Me
when we play games together.
No. Solid game, mate. Play it. I'm not regretting getting it off eBay. Like, I think I got it for 25 quid.
Is it fairly new?
Yeah, it's only been out like a month.
Oh, right, okay.
I got it off eBay. These games, like, they're not niche, but I don't think anyone's, like, see if you're not into Yakuza, you're not going to go out your way.
They're not niche, but they're not like, you know, people queuing up around the block.
They're better than
the next Call of Duty.
Honestly, they're one of the best open world games I'll ever play because the world is actually alive. Like, you feel like this world is actually, like, moving.
Yeah.
Stuff goes on without you having to
be there to prompt it.
Things.
Yeah.
And I keep going to, like, the one thing I was trying to do to get a trophy was eat everything in the shops and drink everything from the bars.
You've had that one a few times in real life, haven't you?
Hey!
I've got that trophy, but like,
got that
platinum in this game, man, and it's so fucking annoying because you keep like falling and running into things. I'm like, God damn it, Yagami, sober up.
Nice.
Because again, like, this is like the successor to like Shenmue in games that people were wanting to do, like, you know, they were saying these in the future. Aye, but good. Because, like Wizzy said, like, there's life goes on in that game where without you needing to trigger it, like where Shenmue used to be like that as well.
One of the big first ones to do that, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's good to see, like, you know, we've evolved to a state there, you know, they can actually play a game that has a good story and has so much content, because again, like you said, it was 24 hours?
I think I've only done about 30% of the game.
Yeah, that's incredible. Hours. That's wild.
And you don't have to if you don't, like. They're not forcing you to go out of your way to do
of course.
Mate, there's full Sega arcade games in your office. In the game, there's a Master System where like a load of games, so you can play Master System games.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
It's so
fucking weird, but it's so cool at the same time. And there's arcades where you go play arcades. It's all Yakuza thing. Like
I mean, that always does make sense. See, when I play games and you can go in arcades, but you can't play any of the games, it's like, why the fuck not? Like,
exactly.
I can do that in, you know, real life. And if you want to make me believe that this is an immersive game, then let me play a fucking arcade game.
Yeah,
mate, Virtua Fighter 5's in it. I think Virtua Fighter 5 was a Xbox 360 game.
Originally, I think it was an exclusive. Before then, the Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate came out for the PS3.
Something like that.
Because it's out on the... We got it free as a PSN game, plus.
It's so mental, though, that it's just in that game.
Yeah.
Like, in Judgment. But, Can't beat it, man. Like the Yakuza games, just banger after banger.
So going from your crazy high of Lost Judgment, what was that? You came in like pissing vinegar. He was like, I've never seen Hugh so angry in my life. He just came in swinging.
Sonic Generations, right? And like, I heard that this game was like one of the better Sonic games.
Okay, see, before you start this,
That's not saying much.
there is very few games that I have 100%ed, platinumed, got everything from it. Sonic Generations is one of those games that I have 100%ed. So
how did you manage it, right? Because there's so many things in it that they just like. See the end boss fight.
yeah,
Do you know how long that took me to try and figure out how to fucking play? Because like you're just flying through space as Sonic, as Super Sonic, and they're like, "Go get that guy," and you're like, "Yeah, you're boosting. You press next to boost." Like, what the fuck do I do now?
do you know what the problem is,
I didn't
Hamish?
know that.
Do you know what the problem is with you in this moment? That he didn't change the soundtrack just to Live and Learn, so he got hyped up for it to then get the S rank that he needed to get it.
Rolling around at the speed. That was awesome, but like,
Because what I loved about that game is because obviously it didn't shy away from like the shiteness that was Sonic 06. It even included like, a level from it.
yeah,
But the soundtrack for it, they did remixes for songs and it gave like, a bit more instrumentation to it. But the fact that you could choose what music you wanted to listen to. So again, I think honestly that last battle to get the S rank was I did put Live and Learn on repeat, which was from Sonic Adventure 2. I was like, I'm going to do this.
I like Sonic Adventure 2, right? And I felt like, see the homing attack?
Yes.
Just hardly ever worked when I needed it to work. Like, so like, it'll come up the green and you'll press it, but like, half the time it just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, Sonic. You are fucking annoying me now, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like me playing Halo. Like, I fucking punched him and he didn't fucking die.
Mate, I was playing one of the Eggman bosses, right? And you're chasing them around a track.
Yeah.
Remember that one? And like, it kind of cuts between 2D and 3D. And see when it goes to 2D, it comes close and it goes green and you're meant to hit it, right? That's all it is.
Sounds
But every
easy.
time it went green, I had to take my finger off dash to hit green. But then by the time I did that, the green would go away and he'd fuck off. And I did this like 10 times and I was like,
You only get one finger?
it was like, you know how with your thumb and you're on X?
Aye, well, turn that shit around, mate. You get 4.
Do you know what I had to do that in Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers. I got them on the arcade on the Xbox, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just get all the achievements for these." I forgot how cheap old fighting games were.
Oh yeah.
Like Fighting Vipers was trash, man.
Yeah.
Straight up trash. Virtua Fighter 2, the worst.
Yeah.
I got
wasn't good.
400 gamer score for each of those.
It was a
Delete
matter
that
of
shit.
principle.
Like, I hated Virtua Fighter when I was younger. But anyway, Sonic Generations could have been a great game if the controls were better.
Yeah, the controls, I probably, if I replayed it after, as I said.
2D, perfect.
Yeah, Sonic was like the classic Sonic who didn't speak or anything like that. He was a wee mute.
Everyone's favourite Sonic.
Yeah. It was just Sonic and Tails having a good times, and the rest of them are people, hey, there's Sonic, and you're like, oh, fucking.
Why do they try and make Sonic 3D when his whole concept suits 2D much better?
I think it's just more because they've seen Mario do it so well that they're like, hey, we can do what Mario does. Oh no, what is this? I've dropped everything here.
It just feels like the natural evolution,
But the thing with Sonic, right, is they want you to go fast, but then
You've got to.
Then we'll fucking. I know, like, obstacles are part of the fucking going fast. You find the best way to go fast, but like, they'll put like an enemy, like a bit where you can't see.
So do you want this game with no enemies in it at
No,
all?
but like, there's no balance between going fast and the platform. And
So what you're saying is you want to go fast.
aye, pretty much. Like, it's not good platforming.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic's never had good platforming.
I would
and then they're like, hey, jump on this wee thing. You're like, fuck off, Sonic.
So when you have a game that's all about speed, you've got the obstacles of like, how do you, instead of just having a straight line when you're just going really, really fast and the number's going up and you're like, oh, that number's really high, that's how fast I'm going. It's hard to have a creature that is all about going fast to go slow and do
Sonic Adventure
platforming.
Battle 2 was better than this game.
Yeah, maybe.
The movement for 3D Sonic was so fucking annoying. He was so sensitive. Like, see, like, and
That's because you kept making fun of him.
it just annoyed me. And then it played really well because of the upgrade. I played it on the Series X, But obviously the fucking pre-rendered like movies weren't.
Oh no!
So like it was like looking amazing, like pure like lovely colours and stuff like that. And then it went to the fucking like it looked
video.
like a 240p video on YouTube.
No.
And like I was like, this is grainy as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I was worried about
Takes you
seeing. I was like, he was going to say something negative about this bit. Oh no, there it is.
and do you know what? There was so many things I liked about the game, and then it wasn't very long. That's
No.
one of the things I liked about it. It was only about 4 hours long or something.
I do like the fact that like each zone had the classic and modern part where you could always like you could play the classic like chemical plant zone.
Yeah,
Where you had classic-
the music for that was amazing.
Yeah, so your classic chemical plant zone where you're in 2D Sonic was just great. But when you went 3D Sonic, it had like a different remix for it as well, and you could explore a lot more because of it.
That's quite cool.
I can remember the Red Ring star things what they brought into like Sonic Colors was
Yeah,
that was there, and like the Sonic Colors level was, you know, it was great at what it was. Yeah, it went on for fucking ages, and there was I think one of the ones you had, one of the achievements there was complete it under 9 minutes or something. I'm like fucking,
because
a level shouldn't be that long for a Sonic game. No, I mean
the other levels are about between 3 and 5 minutes long each, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm flying through this game, and like I'm having my issues with the fucking homing attack and whatever, but like it's all right.
You're getting through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it got to the Sonic Colors level, and like both of them, 2D and 3D, were like 12 minutes long, and I was like, this is fucking ages.
My only problem I had with the game that was no Big the Cat. So
Oh, well, 0 out of 10.
So I gave it like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 maybe, the same level where Hugh puts like Dune and Joker. So
It's a solid 6, man. 5.
Dune?
Joker's bad.
I thought you liked Dune.
Dune's 9. Joke.
I don't think I clocked on to what I was saying there.
10 times the film Joker, isn't it? You want to fuck? We're going to talk about Joker again. It's a shit film with a good performance in it.
Alright, okay.
But were you glad that you played it though? Or were you just like, well, it's
like,
that was an anniversary, funnily enough, that was in the news as well. With Sonic, I think it was a 20-year anniversary for that. So the game is about 10 years old, which makes sense.
Sonic
2011?
Generations.
Aye, but 2011?
2009, around those times anyway. I'm probably not going to go for all the achievements. I didn't like the challenge levels.
No, I wouldn't bother. Like the whole thing with Knuckles digging about 40 and shit. Nah, don't bother.
It's so annoying. I got about 500 gamer score. I'm happy with that.
I think that was the last Sonic game that I kept any tags onto, and then that was it. After that, I was like, I kind of don't give a shit about Sonic now.
I'm going to play Sonic Unleashed.
But they've fixed that now, haven't they?
They fixed it, so I want to see it. It's got beat 'em up sections, which, you know.
One of my favourite jokes I've heard is like when the battle music happens, it's just like, oh, I hope this brass instrument bands just don't pop out of nowhere and then I was like, that's funny. Is anything else you've played, man?
Not really. I keep meaning to get started a Pokemon or Shin Megami Tensei 5, but because they're both big long RPGs, I'm like, I'll play this 4-hour Sonic game first.
And hate it.
I know, like, and do you know the thing with Lost Judgment was? Like, I was playing through the side stuff and I was like starting to get burnt out a wee bit. I was like, oh, it's this after this other. And I was like, look, just play the main missions because you're enjoying the story. And I'm just trying to enjoy my games without putting pressure on myself.
Yeah.
That's my main problem. I'm always like, right, I'm really looking forward to this game, so I want to see absolutely everything that it has to offer. So as soon as one side quest comes available, I was like, I need to do that before I do any more of the main. But then I end up putting like so many hours into it, and I'm barely through the main story, and I'm like, I'm fed up with this now.
Yeah, no, that mate, 100%. That's what ruined Infamous for me as well. Like, too much side shit.
Yeah.
Platinum trophies and high gamer. Like, do you know why I went back to liking gamer score better? Is because you don't need all of it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like, for trophies, it feels like you need the platinum.
Yeah, otherwise it's kind of like, what's the point in getting all of them? Whereas you can still get, 600 gamer score out of 1,000. That's still 600 extra gamer score. I get what you mean.
It doesn't actually matter.
It still doesn't matter. Yeah.
Like some games I'll play on easy just to get through.
To get through it, yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'm not actually interested in challenging this game because
there's games that you play for challenge and there's games that you play for, I want to know what the story is, what the I want to hear the narrative.
Sonic down easy, I swear to God, man. That homing attack is bullshit. Fucking what's that guy? Aaron for fucking Game Grumps.
Aaron Eagle Raptor.
Eagle Raptor, the Sonic one. And he was like, bullshit, jumping, spinning attack, and no one likes. So I was like, that's it, man. I fucking hate it.
Like, he's like that. He's made like a fucking living off of playing Sonic games on Game Grumps. Like, it's fucking just insane. But he plays really shit ones, or he plays good ones, but plays them shittily because just, that's how you're going to make your money, by getting angry at Sonic games. You could be the next Anne Hansen here.
I was like, I haven't, like, I'm playing Halo, right? So I'm grumbling at Halo, going, for fuck's sake, fuck. And then, like, I was playing Sonic and going, fuck you, Sonic. fucking just jump, mate.
Go fast!
Little blue rat. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dumbass Sonic bastard.
That's why Hugh's so excited for the new Sonic movie as well.
I actually like the Sonic movie.
Yeah, Sonic movie is good.
Yeah, it was
Ingo Silva is Knuckles as well.
That's so weird, man.
Did you like what I called the last podcast?
Yeah.
Definitely part of the Idris Elba fan club. Absolutely.
And your heart goes doki doki.
Doki doki.
When I see him, it just goes doki, because it skips a beat.
Oh,
is that the alcoholism?
Yeah, it could be it, yeah. Heart murmur.
it's very serious, don't laugh about it. So, if that's all if that's all we've done for this week, we want to jump into some news. Hugh, hit that music.
I'm sick of doing this now.
Don't start where you can't finish, Hugh.
I was going to make such a bad joke. It's going to make her feel like she needs something there.
We all know exactly what you're going to say.
So they made some announcements for the Game Awards, what the best selling games, in some awards that got nominated. Some people were a bit miffed by it, other people were a bit shocked by it.
You mean the Trash Awards?
The Trash Awards, but what I want to talk about is the rumours of trailers are going to be shown. What your expectations should be for this, like for what they're going to show, because obviously now the Game Awards, not a lot of people really care about the awards unless it's, Last of Us 2 and winning best game and people going, I didn't fucking like it.
If Metroid Dread doesn't win fucking best game, I swear to God.
Sorry, I think that it shouldn't, because Resident Evil Village, I think, should win it.
Resident Evil Village is just Resident Evil 4.
And your problem is?
That came out in 2005.
And Metroid was like a dead game and nobody played it.
Better game.
Oh shit.
I think Metroid's better than Resident Evil as a whole.
Who's on Smash Brothers, Hamish?
True. Yeah, and also, we could probably try Metacritic for that one.
I don't think... Were you going to listen to critics?
Well, who the fuck... What other fucking objective fucking thing are we going to use?
Well, I'm turning around and telling you.
I'll be the deciding vote.
I'm going to say that, like, we had the great characters in Resi Village. We had like a great system.
We had...
Tall bitch? Don't you dare talk about the lady like that. Lady Dimitrescu.
That's all it is, isn't it? Is this Dom's still, still in love with Lady Dimitrescu? No, it's the best game ever.
Tall bitch.
Tall bitch.
And you're still in love with Samus. So.
Yeah.
Of course. You seen that Zero Suit?
She's so mysterious. But it's more like rumours and stuff, like what trailers would you be expecting? What were you excited to see? Are you excited for any of the awards? Are you ready for it, Hugh?
I'm ready to see Senua's Sacrifice 2.
Oh,
that would be good actually. Yeah, the first one was awesome.
I feel like that's going to come.
Okay.
I don't think any Nintendo stuff's going to get announced. I have a feeling a few Microsoft stuff, like Obsidian stuff, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% on. So Sony's got something big coming out though, haven't they? I'm not going to show.
Sony, they've probably got loads of games coming out here.
No, I wish you had told me to prep for this because I did have answers.
So I would say, like, a lot of the rumours are coming out at the moment are Breath of the Wild 2 release of the name rather than just Breath of the Wild 2.
Are you sure that Nintendo would do that and not just at a direct?
I mean, it's not like
Jeff Keighley's awards.
I mean, it's not like they did something like that before, like the reveal of Joker in Smash Brothers.
I don't know, but
and Banjo-Kazooie.
Breath of the Wild's the biggest game coming out.
No, they've got one. What about Bayonetta 3? What am I joking? That's not the biggest game. That's my biggest game.
Bug Bowser's probably that. Be a what?
Be a who? The lassie that was in Smash Brothers. Aye.
Stop asking me for Mother
Samus.
Do you want me to read out the list of the Game of the Years and that, just so we've got an idea and predictions maybe, and see, Nah?
Nah,
just want to do it?
Yeah, just it.
Okay.
Just it.
So,
Just the big ones. We don't
the
need
big ones.
Can we give you the one I expect to win and the one that should win?
Yeah,
Right, we'll
got
do
that.
that. Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. This is for Game of the Year, sorry. Game of the Year. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two, Resident Evil Village. That's for Game of the Year.
Well, I've only played 2 of those.
Again, as I
I think
said,
Deathloop might do well, actually. Like, I think a lot of people quite like that.
I think it's up
Why
between...
isn't like things like Forgotten City and that?
There isn't Guardians of the Galaxy in it, for God's sake.
Forza.
Do you know what? I'll have a word with the guys. I'll have a word with the guys at the Game Awards.
Yeah,
and I'll
like,
just bring up.
like that's a really underwhelming list, though.
Do you think so? I think the majority of the games...
2 is excellent. I'm still playing through that.
Yeah, but it's not going to get the recognition.
I don't think Psychonauts 2 is going to win.
Nah.
Out of this list, say it again and I'll tell you what's going to win.
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two, and Resident Evil.
It's going to be Resident Evil or Ratchet
Probably
and Clank.
probably Resi, or I would have said Resi or Deathloop maybe.
Nah, I don't think Deathloop get anywhere near what it was meant to.
I do think it's going to be between Resi and Dread. I honestly do think it is, because
Think so?
Dread sold fucking gangbusters, and it depends, and they got good reviews.
It's sold more
Deathloop,
than every other Metroid game ever released put together.
Deathloop did well initially, but people were a bit hesitant to buying it because they didn't know if Bethesda was going to re-release it for
It's going to
the
come out
Xbox
for
and stuff,
eventually.
Yeah, I did.
And
Okay.
like, I think Ratchet's in a good shout because it's a flagship PlayStation game, and it looks amazing.
I know. I don't think it had it like. I know we all like it, but I just don't think it had that big an impact at the time. Like, I don't remember hearing a lot of people
There's a lot
raving
of
over
good
it.
games on that list, but not a lot of Game of the Year.
Yeah,
So the next award for narrative game.
Right.
So that's Guardians of the Galaxy, Deathloop, Life is Strange, True Colours, Psychonauts 2, and It Takes Two. Again, It Takes Two's in that. I was like, oh,
I
okay.
need to play It Takes Two, man.
But then it's on it's your PlayStation Plus.
heard
isn't
good
it?
things.
It was
It's
a
on,
free
Game
one.
Pass?
Is it Game Pass is on?
Yep.
I can remember it was on PlayStation.
And then
But it's not EA.
Oh, is it
I've
EA?
got Game
EA
Pass
Play
on
thing.
it,
But
you get
yeah.
a digital version which someone else can download as well, so you can play it together. It's
Yeah.
like I've heard it's really good. That guy, the guy on the internet,
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
the guy on YouTube.
I would like Guardians to win.
Ping Moist Critical.
Moist Critical, yeah.
He said it was really good. He's usually good.
I've watched
I've heard
Donkey
good
play.
things,
He's
yeah.
played some of what I see on his stream, and he did like a wee video of Take Two, and I was like, that looks fun. That does look great.
But it is one you'd need to play with someone you know and not a random.
Yeah.
Yeah, Life is Strange was really good. Like I'd like Life is Strange to win that one.
I think
would
it
you say
might because
It is a narrative game.
yeah, and people always fawn over it even though it's shite. I'd like Guardians to win, but Life is Strange probably might.
Not putting up with that fucking stuff.
Audio design. Forza Horizon 5, Returnal, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village.
Should be Forza.
You think it
Is
should be
the audio
Forza?
good?
Sounds brilliant. Aye.
Is it more like the sound, like the immersion of the sound of like being in the car, or is it the music, or what would you say like would set that apart?
Well, the immersion of the sound, I mean, like every engine sounds differently, so you can go into like a GT500 and it sounds like incredible.
Right.
Even just the like all the different radio stations, the way that I don't know, it just like I find
so when you
myself
switch-
actually wanting to listen to it. You
So
know?
when you're switching between the cameras and stuff like that, does the audio change there, like when you're inside the
Yeah,
car?
if you're in a car, if you move a camera in the car, it'll sound different and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh,
if you're moving
okay.
it around, and it's just overall, it's one of the big parts of it.
Yeah.
you know.
I'm again biased. I'd say Resident Evil Village for it. But what would you think about Ratchet and Clank? That's been
I
nominated a
haven't
few
actually
times now.
played this one yet. I'm waiting for it to come down in price.
Did you not buy it?
No.
You
did
bought
buy
it and returned it, didn't you?
Like, 'cause
You
I-
returned it.
It was $70, and I was like,
Oof, for something that you're not going to play until it's cheaper.
yeah, I'm not like, and I wasn't like, I just played the first one. I say the first one, the 2016 remake, and I was like, yeah, I can't really bother playing this right now. I'm not going to have a £70 game on the shelf, which is probably going to go to £20 very quickly.
And then you need to buy it digitally so we can actually probably play the games together.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Most anticipated game: God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Starfield, Elden Ring, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, that's a good list. I have a feeling that God of War might win it.
Personally, God of War, definitely.
Elden Ring, I think, because of that beta that's came out, a lot of people are talking about it, saying like, "Holy shit, this is what we've been looking for in a Souls game." That
might win it, but also Breath of the Wild.
It's quite tough.
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild, just because the first one was like, everyone was like, they couldn't stop like, talking about it. I mean, I couldn't stop fucking playing. Like, when I was playing it again, I was like, I blitzed through it and I was like, oh my god, I missed this game so much.
I'd say Ragnarok, definitely.
But I'd say probably 4.
2022 is going to be a fucking banger year for games, because everything that was delayed is now.
We said that last year.
I know, well, do you remember, like, 2020 felt like not long ago, right? Because we were all sitting there going, by the way, 2021, like, everyone get your hopes down, like, can't be that better than, like, can't be that much better. It was quite a lot better, but still shit.
Art direction: Psychonauts 2, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, The Artful Escape, Kenta, Bridge of Spirits.
Should be Psychonauts.
Yeah,
all in are really nice games.
Artful Escape, I would put up there. I really, really liked that game. Again, I thought that would be up for sound design, especially just because of like the soundtrack. It was all instrumentation from like one of the guys that helped develop the game, and it was like incredible. But I think it's because it was so short. They're like, it's only like maybe a 3-hour sort of game. You're like, oh, okay. Compared to all these other games that are going to have to like focus on different mechanics and having that sound design, like, oh, that makes more sense. But yeah. But there you go. Score and soundtrack. There we go. I was like, oh, there it is on that list. Artful Escape, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deathloop, Cyberpunk 2077, and Nier Replicant.
Still trying to get a copy of Nier Replicant.
The thing about Guardians is it's music that's already been out for a long time. So
they've just picked a couple of good songs. That's cheating.
Yeah, it does seem kind of like cheating. You know what I mean?
I will say Artful Escape, because it's just like
you won't stop
Gavatron. It's Johnny Gavatron. I can't remember the artist's name. That's really bad of me. I really could just search there.
There are some cool songs in Cyberpunk, to be fair, but
I've heard a few on Spotify that keeps putting them on for me. And it's pretty good. But I played Nier. Like the original.
Wherever you are.
Never made that joke. Don't you say that we've made that joke.
And Nier Replicant's just like a remake with a slightly different story.
Yeah, it's just like an
updated. The same music,
updated.
it's pretty fucking good as well.
Okay. Best RPG. Hugh's like, oh, here we go. Tales of Arise. Don't know that. Cyberpunk 2077. Scarlet Nexus. Monster Hunter Rise. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Cyberpunk. Why's everyone laughing?
Why are you all laughing?
Don't boo me, I'm right.
I don't think Cyberpunk should win any awards.
Well, that's
harsh.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. Let's get big. Like, everyone's saying it's amazing. Tales of Arise, like, that was a game that everyone in the RPG world was raving about.
Because it's Bandai Namco.
Again, because I'm not buying new games, I'm waiting on them coming out cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Tales of Arise on Amazon and I'm like, 40? No, it's still too much.
Monster Hunter Rise was great. See the demo that they had for the Switch? I did really enjoy that. Again, Monster Hunter games need to be in there, I think, day one. If you're not in there day one, it's going to be a struggle to like catch up and understand what you're doing, and I always find it's quite difficult.
Never really clicked for Monster Hunter.
Community support, so I think this is just for their multi MMORPGs and stuff. Destiny 2.
They added 2 jackets in a different look for Johnny Silverhand.
There you go, see? So community support. Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14, isn't it? The online one? 14, yeah. Scary. Destiny 2, No Man's Sky, Fortnite.
Those are all games we all play quite often, aren't they?
Probably Apex, I would have said. I don't know.
Fortnite will probably win, if I'm going to be honest. They added Naruto, they added anime. They added anime to Fortnite. I mean, they already had Rick from Rick and Morty in it, so...
Yeah.
I really hope that Apex falls down a wee bit so that Titanfall 3 can come.
Yeah. You might be feeling the Respawn D-list original Titanfall and digital store starting today. We don't want to talk about that right now. So
why would you do that?
Because fuck you. That's why hackers decided to attack Titanfall 2 servers and fuck everything up. And then Apex servers as well, just to fix it.
Aye, because they wouldn't fix the things wrong with Titanfall 2 because they're like, oh no, but Apex. I'm like, no. You already perfected it. Come back.
Nope.
I say perfect. You need to fix it.
Action adventure. So it's your big hitters here, Hugh. Metroid, Resident Evil, Psychonauts, Ratchet and Clank, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Metroid.
Guardians.
You've not even beat that game yet.
Out of all of them, I would say it's tough. I think it's tough between Village and Guardians because it's been getting that. But I think Metroid might steal that as well. Because if do you know what? If Metroid does win that, then we're definitely getting a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. We are.
Okay.
If Metroid wins a lot, then yeah, Nintendo will
Nintendo like, hey, we want to do Breath of the Wild, but Metroid's got to walk away with. Samus has got to walk away with something.
Best fight.
No one respects these fucking awards.
No. Best fighting game. Guilty Gear Strive. Melty Blood type loop game. I have no idea what it is. Virtua Fighter 5. I don't know why Virtua Fighter 5 is that. Must be because of the remastered edition there. Demon Slayer and Nintendo All Stars Brawl.
Nintendo All Stars Brawl.
Yeah. I remember Butter Toast Man and stuff like that. We were talking about it. Ren and Stimpy and Cat Dog.
Nickelodeon?
What did I say?
Nintendo?
Oh, sure. I thought I said Nickelodeon.
You said Nintendo.
Oh, shit. Nickelodeon All
I was
Stars
like,
Brawl.
Butter Toast Man? Like, I know who the fuck Butter Toast Man is.
Sorry, apologies there. Apologies
there.
there.
Trash.
It's not trash. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Nah, you just couldn't. Your tiny wee brain couldn't comprehend it. That's all.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy, yeah.
What's wrong with Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy's fucking amazing, mate. Nah.
Anyway, so any game there, Hugh's like just derailed it to just start ranting on Ren and Stimpy for some reason.
Metroid Dread.
It's not there, mate. Best mobile game. Pokemon Unite.
Metroid Dread.
Marvel Future Revolution. I've not played that. League of Legends Wild Rift. Fantasia. Gauge and Impact. I do notice that Beatstar isn't on this. So this is definitely a trash list.
Yeah.
So probably Gauge and Impact because I've seen that's got Aloy on their character skins and stuff. So maybe that'll go through.
Do you play a lot of mobile games? Because I'm old and I don't like them.
I've got a Marvel game that I play like every day.
Yeah, I do my dailies on Dragon Ball Legends, and I do my I play Beatstar a lot because that's been great. Just playing that, we're unlocking new songs. There you go. Debut indie game. Hugh's going to just jump at this.
Metroid Dread.
Sable, Kent, A Bridge of Spirits, Valheim.
This is only funny.
The Artist's Escape, and The Forgotten City.
But like, this is funny just to listen to Dom fuck up these titles.
I fucked up twice. Leave me alone.
I fucked up twice in this category.
You've not said Kena Bridge of Spirits once.
Did you say it right once?
Yes, you said Kenta.
How many categories are we going through, Dom?
This is just going to be the last one because a lot of them are now just like esport players and stuff like that. We don't really care about that.
Who the fuck are they?
They play esport games, mate. Last one, family game. Hugh's like all about family games. So, new Pokemon Snap, Super Mario World, 3D World, Bowser's Fury, WarioWare, Mario Party Superstars, It Takes Two. So the only game out there that's not a Nintendo game, It Takes Two.
Yeah, like...
Would you call it a family game? Like, I know you can play it with a family member, but...
Where's Sackboy not in there? Was Sackboy up too? Oh, maybe it was...
2020, I think. Nintendo will win that one.
Yeah, Mario Party.
But it's not out until... the awards aren't until next week, and it won't be up till 1 a.m. for us, so... We'll get spoiled on Twitter. So... or Hugh will spoil it for us because he's the master of spoiling everything for everybody.
And he won't say anything unless his picks win.
Yeah, he's like, ha. And I was like, what about Resident Evil and all the other ones? Metroid won this one over him.
Then he'll just turn off his phone for a week like he does.
So, Hugh, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers are getting Halo Infinite double boosts for their XPs. How does that make you feel about being extra XP'd?
Pretty good. I'm already amazing at the game.
What do we mean extra XPs?
So, supposedly they're going to give you a monthly pack of XP boosters that you can use for if you're an Xbox.
Just for being...
Yeah, just
Game
being
Pass
an Ultimate player because...
so like the wee perks things that you get?
So on the 8th of December, that's when Infinite's completely launched, correct?
Yeah.
That's when the campaign's out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play that campaign, by the way.
I think everyone's downloaded it. Like, they did say, like, remember to update it, and I'm like, clicked, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that's all up to date.
There's a different bit though. like a different download.
So yeah, just be careful if anyone that's listening to this that has downloaded just the multiplayer. Like there is another section that's there, for your day one ready. But I am happy with like the response and how quick a turnaround that they have done with this, because when you play like games that are like basically battle passes and they have to do their daily updates. I mean, like even when we were playing it earlier on today, we had those issues where it felt like people were having some sort of advantage over it.
Yeah.
If they do eliminate crossplay, or we have the ability to turn it off, I think that'll be beneficial for a lot of console players, because the way people can just like automatically turn around and shoot you, or
it's been the same for years, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why games give you the option to turn off crossplay, because there are advantages to having a mouse and keyboard over a controller. So
the mouse and keyboard, they shouldn't crossplay, because either you have to bump up the auto aim for the controller, or like bump
which
down.
would just get them complaining.
Just have keyboard versus keyboard and controller versus controller.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley, Among Us, and obviously Halo Infinite are all on Game Pass now. So if you want to start doing your farming simulating, Hugh, if you want to start that.
I started Stardew Valley and broke all my rocks and had nothing to do for like 2 days.
Good stuff.
Final Fantasy 11 is also going to be out on console too.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they shut that down years ago.
Is that Final Fantasy 11 or is it Final Fantasy 12?
12's already out.
Is that 12? No, it is 12.
What's
sorry.
the room in the middle? It's not tell you.
Well, no, it's just a picture of like the person with the sword. I'm thinking that is 12. I don't know why I thought that was 11. No, because 11's the one with 2 swords, isn't it? Ugh, I can't remember. There's too many fucking Final Fantasies. At least eliminate 14. P.S. I am not a crackpot.
I've been saying this for years, Dom. There's too many Final Fantasies.
And also, Fireteam Elite Aliens is coming to Game Pass, which
that's
looks,
cool.
That looks great.
That'd be fun for us to play, actually.
Yeah. Hugh, would you be up for that for Aliens? I know how much you
a
love
fucking
Aliens.
shite bag.
No. I'm not playing that fucking game.
You Frady cat.
You're afraid of cat.
It's not until the 14th of December, but
game.
that's like a good wee Christmas game we could have. We'll just put on the alien, this Xenomorph can put on like a Santa hat, and a bit. And when he comes up to kill you, you can just hear like jingle bells, like ding ding ding. That'd be terrifying. I fucking hate that. So San Andreas, GTA, obviously we were talking about the definitive edition earlier on. They ended up added on the fog mode onto San Andreas. I tried it earlier on today. It didn't seem like it was working.
So you can like toggle it on and off.
Yeah, it's under as like ground haze in the option. So I did try it and I didn't really notice it, but I think it's because you got to be like further in the game when you're in the forest and stuff, when you can look down and that. I was like, oh, maybe it doesn't really work when you're beneath the fog. But at least they're trying to improve it. But at the same time, it's like they shouldn't have released it in that state.
It seems a bit too little, too late, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. And again, stop changing mobile games onto main consoles and then charging full price for it. Hugh.
I'll try.
So guys, that's us finished for this week. Hugh, have you got anything you're looking forward to this week?
Just heat death of the universe.
Alright, okay. Slowly, but surely.
Slow decline of energy in the universe until nothing moves again.
Is it very often a slow decline in your energy in this podcast?
You could probably graph my energy. It peaks real quick and then it just fucking declines now. Because we start too late.
Yeah. No, it was a fucking nosedive there.
Were we all off today as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had shit to do.
I'm not well.
I had shit to do. Fucking hell. You had shit to do.
Yeah, I had shit to do, mate.
I had shit to do.
I don't, when I've got a day off, I'm like, I like to do stuff on my day off, Hugh.
This is stuff to do.
What do you, mate?
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, Hamish, you got anything you're looking forward to?
Fucking paragraph to say at the end of the fucking podcast again.
See, like before we let you speak there, Hamish, Hugh, you stop being such a negative Nancy. Where you go, oh, death of the universe, oh, poetic, oh, Edgar Allan Poe, oh. Hamish wants to say something positive, oh, fucking shop.
I'm
Hamish,
just tired, right?
I know. Sorry, Hamish.
Shit, now I don't really have anything positive.
I feel sad.
I'm having to do like loads of extra hours in work and stuff like that now because Caitlin's not well and she's passed it on to me. But you know, she gets to be off, but I can't be off. So working lots. Hopefully finish Guardians of the Galaxy. I might start Hawkeye, might start Dexter. Don't know.
Oh, it's actually Dexter's as well.
Yeah, but No, you just need to listen to the next podcast. And then you'll know. Yeah.
Cool. Looking forward to starting SpiderMan next week.
Yeah.
I'll try probably fire that out. I might just do 2 streams a week just to get it finished before Christmas. Obviously, if you guys are going to be streaming, you'll let us know on the Instagram and Patches In official. On the Twitter at Patches In. Hugh, you anything you want to say to the audience, the lovely audience, at this 69th episode?
No.
Hamish, have you got anything you want to say to the fans or people for the 69th episode?
Thank you for listening and staying with us. It feels like we should have done 69, more than 69 by now.
Yeah. It does feel like it's been a lot longer.
Sometimes we do get
Soon we'll be hitting that 100.
Yeah. Sometimes we get wee gaps and stuff though, so that's fine.
We'll hit that 100 when we hit the reset button. It'll just be the Ham and Dom show, the Ham Radio.
Hopefully,
she's just checked out now.
Hopefully this sound quality is a lot better than this episode, and hopefully you've enjoyed listening to it. Thanks everyone. See you next time.
So that's a goodbye from Hugh.
Goodbye everybody.
Goodbye from Hamish.
Bye everyone.
And goodbye from me, Dom. See you later, guys.
I feel like I said everyone there instead. I couldn't decide if I was going for everybody or everyone.
Everyone.
Bye everyone.
Nice.